we got a call one day to go to the American Legion Hall. It's on Highland Avenue, right below the Hollywood Bowl. So I took Jerry up there, and there was a lot of little boys standing all around his age, and Jerry was 2. He was probably 2. He was 2.5 somewhere, but he wasn't 3 yet. And so they had all the little boys stand in a row, and then there was a producer, the director, and Ed Gwynn, who was a big vaudevillian star and had just started doing television. Like it was, they did television shows, and so the 3 of them were going down, and Jerry was near the end of the line. So they started with the other little boys, and they went down the line. They got around the middle of the line, and then Edwin they had one little boy they kept talking to. I guess they liked his look, and they were trying to get him to say the line, I guess. And so then Edwin got disinterested, and he just kept walking down until he got to Jerry, which was almost the end of the line. And he got all excited, and he yelled at the others, he said, "Come over here, I found a kid who can say the line." And so, they came down, and then Jerry could say the line, so he got hired. And then they told us to come back the next day or so, back to the American Legion Hall, which I did. The day they hired him, they gave me a script. So we went home. And then the next day, Jerry was sitting at a little desk he had, and I started trying to teach him the lines. There was only 3 little lines. And so he wouldn't say the lines. He wasn't 3 yet, and you know how 2-year-olds can be, contrary.
Not me.
And he had sitting there with a chalkboard, a piece of chalk, and I'd say, "Jerry, now you say this," and he wouldn't say it. He'd just keep writing with his little chalkboard. I didn't know what to do. So I thought, I've got to call those people and tell them that he can't do it. So I didn't know who to call. And so I called the American Legion Hall, and somebody answered, and he said, I said, "I would like to talk to the people that had the interview there." And he said, "I'm the custodian." He said, "Those people won't be back here till tomorrow." He said, "You just have to come here tomorrow to talk to them." So I didn't know what to do, so I said, "I just have to go back there." So the next day, I took Jerry back, and there was all kinds of little kids in the hall, and there was with their mothers, and there was little boys. Jerry was the youngest, but then there was a little girl about 6 years old, and then there was boys like 6 to 10 years old. A lot of them, their mothers, they were all talking and laughing, and I was waiting for them to come in so I could tell them Jerry couldn't do it. And then they came blowing through the door, and they walked right away up to the far end of the hall. And then they said, "Come on, kids," and the kids all ran after them, and Jerry ran right away with them, and they started right away rehearsing it. And guess what? Jerry said the 3 lines.
Why was that surprised?
They're coming back now, huh?
Come on, man, drinks are on me!
How do you like that? The other shows beat me to it again. These are the only cowboy actors I could get.
Wait for me!
Come down here. Wait for you. Come down here. Who are you?
I'm the toughest hombre in these parts.
You're the toughest hombre in these parts?
Yeah.
Well, I guess you are tough. He doesn't use safety pins. He's using thumbtacks. Set him up? Well, now, just a minute. I'll make everything your size. There you are. Now, how do you have it, fellas?
I like mine half and half. Half pet milk and half water. Because that delicious pet milk is whole milk concentrated to double richness.
Yeah, that's true. Well, there it is. How do you want it, partner?
Give me mine, half and half, too.
Half and half.
That milk is my favorite drink.
It is.
I've been drinking it since I was a baby, and I still
miss and hanker a little. Wait till I get a mop there. Give me a mop there. Would you give me a mop, please? How would you like yours?
I'll take my pet milk straight.
Straight?
Because I never get enough of that rich, easy-to-digest pet milk.
You don't, eh? Well, there it is. Will you give me that mop a minute here? haven't been able to clean up all night here. There we are. We're all fixed now. How you going to have yours, partner?
Give me some of that there stuff.
Say, how about you? You short, damp, and dangerous?
I'm the toughest in these parts.
You're what?
I'm the toughest in these parts.
You're the toughest hombre in these parts, eh? Yeah, all right. Well, we'll see how tough he is. There's no hole in this nipple.
Hey, Barky! Barky!
Yes.
While we're drinking up our pet milk, how's about a song from Ruby Lou?
Oh, a song from Ruby Lou. I'll get the piano player. Piano player? Now hit it out, Hoagie. Ruby Lou.
We're celebrating your 50th year in the theater right here tonight. Your 50th year in the theater. Happy anniversary.
His career could have ended right there. If I could have
It
gotten a hold of those
It wouldn't
people.
end. It would have never started.
You had a career. So that's how he got to do the Colgate Comedy Hour.